Right, so I'm doing another video because I got a few things wrong on my last one. There's actually 400 chemicals in cannabis, and there are um, six, 60 cannabinoids, 400 chemicals in cannabis, and there's 60 cannabinoids. So you don't even know what any of them are, but I made a bit of a mistake saying that it were 60 chemicals. It's actually 400. So yeah, no wonder I'm feeling like this. Yeah, so anyway, I just thought I'd do this video because it's about like withdrawal symptoms. So it's about like interoception, and that's about feeling every single emotion and feeling and thought in your body without suppressing stuff or feeling shame because you're feeling a certain way. Because if you're feeling angry through this, then sometimes you'd want to suppress it because you're like, oh, why am I angry? And it's like, oh, I can't feel like that. But yeah, you can feel angry, you can feel upset, you can feel frustrated, you can feel irritable, you can feel physically unwell. So yeah, and you feel things that you've not felt like for years coming out of like using stuff for so many years. It's you've got to get to know yourself. I said this in my antidepressant withdrawal. How many withdrawals can I go through? I've been through more. I can do more videos. But I'll just stick to this for now. Um, yeah, so you just haven't got a mask anymore to cover yourself for whatever reasons that you were covering yourself for trying to block like thoughts out or memories or whatever. You haven't got that anymore, so you've just got to feel the whole body of your withdrawal. You've got to feel everything physically, mentally. That's my doggy. He's doing this video with me today. He's my little therapy dog. He's not actually, but he actually is made himself my therapy dog. So he's a good boy, aren't you? Yeah. Yes. Um. So yeah, you need to build capacity for yourself, which means you need to going through this. Um, it's about building space, getting through days like even if it's like second by second, like minute by minute. That's building capacity. Going to the same places that you've been in the past, but without like anything, without smoking or anything. Do you know what I mean? It's you've got to do things like raw. You're raw now, so building capacity means like doing things that you usually do, but you've nothing to like hide yourself, kind of thing. So you need to build your capacity on how you are now, and then that'll get better, and your nervous system will build capacity, and your nervous system, um, it'll get used to things again, and it'll start telling you that things are safe and stuff. Um, so don't push your feelings away. Don't push like be aware of your anger and stuff. If you're lashing out, then you need to be aware of that, and um, you need to like process it in a different way. You can still have the feelings, but maybe like journaling or talking to somebody or like going to a boxing match or just getting it out, venting it in a different in a safe way. Um, because you can't keep burying your life with alternative like substitutes like because that's what I've done all my life. I've had something like in like something to suppress things since I was probably uh, I got drunk the first time. I think I must have been about 9 or 10. So I think it went on from then. Yeah, but I'll do more videos on that. But this is about like withdrawals. Uh, so I've got tremors, really bad tremors. I couldn't write because my body's shaking from inside out. It did this with my antidepressant withdrawals as well. Um, it's uncontrollable. It's to do with your nervous system and it kind of like resetting itself. Um, it's just like healing. It's when you shake, it's a release. So it's releasing stuff instead of suppressing it. Your body, not your body's suppressing it. Yeah, but it's coming out through your nervous system by shaking. So shaking's good. So yeah, and also I wanted to talk about, there's a thing called, I didn't even know this, it's called Cannabinoid Hyperemesis syndrome, CHS. One of my subscribers commented yesterday, and I was shocked when I read up about it. So I've done a bit of research, and here are the symptoms of what it can do to you. It can cause like uncontrollable sickness, cramping, stomach pain, dehydration, and at the worst, I'm not saying this is going to happen to anyone, so don't get worried or anything like that, but at its worst, it can cause kidney failure and electrolyte problems. But you can get tests for this if you're proper worried, so you can go to the doctor and get a urine test, and they can test for that. But I'm shaking now. My voice is honestly. But doing these videos are helping, because it's like I feel supported like by my subscribers and stuff like that, and people who are commenting. So thank you so much. So yeah, the symptoms of cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome usually last up to like 2 weeks, but I won't go off like what I've read. So I'm saying it could last up to a few months, going off my withdrawals from past and what I read. So doing my own research and going off myself and my own experience, I'd put it at like a couple of months for the symptoms to subside. Also, there's something called cyclic vomiting syndrome, CVS. So this mainly occurs in the morning. CHS is different, and that is persistent vomiting, whereas CVS only occurs in the morning. CHS is persistent, consistent, all the time. You feel sick, you can't eat. So yeah, so I've done some. So in CHS, there's 3 phases of CHS. There's the prodromal phase, there's the hypometic phase, and recovery phase. So the prodromal phase, so these are mild symptoms of CHS. So vomiting, anger, anxiety, fear of being sick, mild tummy pain that can cause like discomfort, sweating and thirst. More prominent in the morning. Is that CH? Yeah, so, yeah, well, yeah, because I was like that this morning, and it weren't nice, but it does subside after a while. But now I'm shaking and sweating still. And also compulsive bathing. I don't know about that, because I had a bath this morning and I couldn't wait to get out of it. I really didn't want to be in the bath. It felt horrible. Yeah, so that's the prodromal phase. The hypometic phase, so full syndromal symptoms of CHS. I know this is a lot of gibberish kind of words and stuff, but it's like information, and if you look it up kind of thing, it you can read about it and stuff, but I'm just putting it out there just in case you didn't know, because I didn't know about it. So yeah, the full syndromal symptoms of CHS include constant nausea, vomiting, retching, stomach pain, cannabinoid hyperemesis, and it can last up to 48 hours, but I'd say everyone's different, so you just have to go with like your body and listen to yourself. So then you've got the hypometic phase. So this is full syndromal symptoms of CHS. So that's constant nausea, vomiting, retching. I've just done that. Right, we go back. Ready? So hypometic phase. So I'm still on it, but the full syndromal symptoms of CHS. So I'm still in the symptoms. So symptoms can occur sporadically over weeks and months. Like they can just like pop up at any time. So if you do start feeling better, and then you suddenly feel worse after a week or something, don't worry, because it's only the symptoms like just reoccurring and they will subside. You can also have like weight loss, which I'm getting. I'm just wasting away, honestly. You can have a fear of eating. I don't have a fear of eating. I'm starving. I have been eating bits, but it's not my like usual diet. You can have dehydration. So make sure you drink plenty, but don't overdo it. And CHS can become like serious, as can anything else though. So as long as you're aware of yourself and your own body and what's going on, and you do your research and you get your information, then you should be fine. So I've also got so on that subject anyway. So hot baths and showers are supposed to help, but like I said, I couldn't stay in the bath, so that's another one. And abstaining from taking cannabis, like I know people have like relapses and stuff, but I'm just saying, if you do have it, then it's going to be like a Groundhog Day, because you're going to be having a smoke, and then because your body's like coming to this withdrawal state, and then you're having a smoke, and then it's just going back to like where you were. So then you're going to have to go through it again. You're going to have to not start again, but your body's going to just like act like it acted when you first stopped. So that's just a bit of heads up there. Yeah, so it's called anti-emetic effect, going round in circles, like yeah, trying to heal, going round in circles and stuff. And what else? So the doctors, if it does get that bad and you're feeling like you can't cope with it, the doctors would prescribe antidepressants and antipsychotics. Don't even get on to me about this, because then if they prescribe you them, then you're gonna have to go through the withdrawals of coming off the tablets that they're gonna give you. So I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not a doctor or anything. Don't like take my advice or anything. It's up to you. But my personal experience, I would not recommend taking something else to get off something else. Do you know what I mean? Because then you're just setting yourself up for another withdrawal. And even if you took antipsychotics or antidepressants for a week, the half-life shelf on them, you need to read up on the half-life shelf, because it could stay in your body for a lot longer than what you're taking it for. And then when it comes out of your body, that's when the withdrawals start, and the weird sensations and weird thoughts and stuff and things like that. So and also, last but not least, after 4 weeks, your CB1 receptor returns to some kind of normal. So that's after 4 weeks. But I read that, so I'd say after about maybe 2 months, 3 months. I'm not going off what they say. I'm going off my experience of what I've been through, because I've been through a lot of withdrawal. Well, right, so when I was younger, when I was 16, I got a heroin addict. I was a heroin addict, so I had to go through withdrawals from that. And then again, when I was 26, I got on heroin again, and I had to go through withdrawals from that. And then I come off my antidepressants recently, 2 years ago. That was worse than heroin. So coming off antidepressants and antipsychotics and painkillers and like whatever else, like I don't like alcohol and things like that. But coming off the antidepressants was the absolute worst feeling of withdrawal I have ever had. Worse than heroin, and I can vouch for that because I've been through heroin withdrawal twice. So yeah, so I just wanted to give this bit of information, and I just wanted to keep myself occupied a bit as well. And because these videos help me, and they're helping other people as well, so it's like win-win, isn't it? So I hope everyone's like enjoying my videos, and I hope everyone is on some kind of level where they're getting there with the healing. And there's always support around for you. You can journal if you haven't got a support at the moment. You can journal. You can ring helplines. You can what I did. My main thing is watching YouTube channels because there's so much information out there. And I wouldn't just stick to one person. I'd look around, and then you get different aspects which resonate with you, and you can come to your own conclusion about your healing journey. And yeah, I hope everyone's alright and that. So thank you for watching, thanks for subscribing. Your comments and that mean the world to me, so thank you so much.